Hello, Cancer. It is Amber here at Persephone's Journey Tarot. This is your love reading for July 2019. It's for you, Cancer. If your Sun, Moon, Venus, rising sign is in Cancer, or even if your seventh house, your descendant, is in Cancer. So if you are a Capricorn rising, you might find this video helpful. If you are a Cancer rising, you might find the Capricorn reading helpful, as the descendant rules your seventh house, which rules relationships. So you may find some missing bits of information that you couldn't have gained through your usual kind of main planet sign reading through your seventh house reading. You may find some useful information there. So yes, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everyone that's been supporting me so far. Everyone who's liked, shared, and subscribed to your comments, I really appreciate it. Please continue to do so. And most importantly, happy birthday, Cancer. Happy birthday. Your card has come up in the reading, so that does give me the confidence that this is a reading for you to see, that there are messages here for you. So yeah, this is a how does he or she feel about me spread. So we've got like past, present, future, what's driving situation or hidden motivations, subconscious energies, and then more conscious, kind of what you're trying to achieve in a relationship at the moment. So currently we've got you feeling like the Knight of Cups. So it looks like you are really in love, but even more so, it looks like you're fighting for love and feeling, and if you're not fighting for love, you're not trying to save something, then maybe you're just feeling really optimistic about love, possibly putting yourself out there. You may be offering someone a proposal, taking a chance also in love, being brave in love as well. And maybe also taking more of a leadership role when it comes to love. So maybe you're doing more of the initiating, but you definitely seem to be very loved up. We do have in the past, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So in the past, you may not have been feeling very forthcoming and may have kind of been a bit more slow to take action. I think I do remember from your previous readings that that there were offers being made to you and people were interested that you were considering, but you were a bit hesitant because you wanted something long term. And it looks like, yeah, that definitely is being represented here by the Knight of Pentacles. However, this does show us that even though you had that mentality in the past, you had made some progress. So you may have already chosen some, you may have narrowed down your options, or maybe just made that, that commitment to that one person that you've been seeing all this time, but maybe just been talking to, was being maybe on and off, or kind of not really no labels. It looks like very recently there may have been some sort of progress made there, where maybe there was an acceptance of a date, of an actual date, or agreeing to take it to the next level, but still taking small steps and still having lots of things to iron out and talk about, so not really jumping in head first, but yet still committing to the process. So what's motivating the situation is the Fool card, which is great. That means that, yeah, you are looking to take a chance, I think, in love. This is actually a major arcana. It's the first major arcana in the entire deck. So this is really about brand new beginnings, embarking on something, on a whole new journey that, you've never been on, you're not familiar with. You really feel like you're taking a risk or a leap of faith into a complete, maybe even like you feel like you're falling into the abyss in a sense. You know your land, you just don't know where. And yeah, but this also, I feel like I'm quite excited as well about the possibilities of new beginnings and what they might bring. So yeah, I think that's really positive. So we've got you represented here with the water energy. We've got the Justice card here at the base of the deck. So I think this is really about you making commitments. I think you've made a decision to just go ahead and move forward. You've made a decision, I think you've decided that, you've weighed up possibly the pros and cons with maybe this person, or embarking on a relationship, or putting yourself out there. You've taken the time to really think about it, think about what it is that you really want. And even more so, I feel like you really found out who you are possibly in relationships, like what you're bringing to the table, what you need, what are your needs for you as an individual. It's like that kind of very deep honesty here with the Justice card. And we've got another knight here, we've got the Knight of Swords. So yeah, I do feel like that there's been a few people that have been trying to get your attention, and it's like you've been mulling it over, thinking, dreaming, you know, possibly of a knight in shining armor, but more so just dreaming of what it could be like, considering your options, weighing up, yeah, just weighing up the pros and cons maybe of each offer and making a clear-cut decision. And I feel that you are, again, and I think this helped us in your last reading, where you're not making the decision based purely on emotions, you know, like, oh, he makes me laugh, or he makes me feel good, or, you know, it's more about, okay, does this person have ambition? Are they solid? Are they loyal? Are they reliable? What kind of, you know, what are they, nice to people? Are they kind-hearted? Are they generous? You know, you're thinking more about really the practicalities, really weighing up the pros and cons, and also you're thinking about what can this person offer me in my life, you know, because you may feel like you've got a lot to offer, you know, and that might be why, you know, in the past you've been very hesitant, because you might have done very well financially maybe, or doing well at work, or just very stable yourself. So you really are in the position, you know, you have the power of choice. It's like the ball really is in your court. And Ariana Grande is a Cancer, and like, yeah, she's always got many admirers apparently. She's criticized a lot for it, unfortunately, in the media, for having so many suitors, but and entertaining a lot of them. But my point is that Cancers do have a lot to offer, like they're definitely in relationships, because you're just so lovely. And you're very loving, and you know, you like family, you appreciate family values, but at the same time you're very caring, and you can also be a very good listener. At the same time you can be very strong and tenacious, and you're a great mother, you know, a very good kind of carer and nurturer, very sensitive, you know, and at the same time you guys know how to have fun too, you know. You've got a great sense of humor, so I can see how a lot of good things may follow you, and you know your worth, I feel. And I think you're wanting like either a knight in shining armor, or like this perfect kind of golden opportunity, maybe like this. You're wanting, like, you've got a high ideal. You know, there may be one person in particular that you're dreaming about at the moment, and I think you've made your decision, and that's why you're at this position here with the Knight of Cups. You've made your choice. And then we've got the Temperance card here as well. Lovely. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. Yes, that does make sense. Like, you've made a decision. You know, you've weighed up the pros and cons. You found balance within yourself. You've you consider all the options. Like, you've balanced yourself in a way where you've kept your feet firmly on the ground whilst also dealing with emotional matters. Really taking the time to synthesize, that's the right word, but synthesize your ideas, like, and your thoughts and your feelings on things, and really figure out what it is that you want. So I feel like you've really taken a lot of time to think about what it is that you want. That might be why you're like now very ready to kind of take that leap of faith, even though you don't know how things will go. I mean, we never do know how things will go in love. You know, we just don't know. You know, things could look really great at the beginning, and then something happens and we see another side to that person, or whatever. So but yeah, you're taking that risk, but in quite a mature way, in a well thought out way. You're inspired as well. You're very hopeful about what could happen. It's like you're ready for whatever comes. You're ready for whatever comes, and you're excited to see what happens, and you're going to roll with the punches. And that's even more clarified here by the Chariot card, your card. Again, you're following your heart, your dream. This is not about what you think is like the Chariot card is like, it's about being inspired to follow a dream. to do whatever it takes, taking the rough with the smooth. Like I said, you're willing to roll with the punches, to get involved, to get stuck in, to make it work. But ultimately, it's like you want progress. You really want progress. You want to move forward. You may not want to feel like you're stuck in any sort of rut as well. So you may have felt that way previously, maybe with the Knight of coins, where it's almost like in a way like the like it's almost like the you're moving forward here, but in this card, like the horse is going backwards, like trying to walk backwards. So it's almost like or in the past you may have felt like you just were not moving forward. You just were kind of taking 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, like not really ever actually moving forward, but still moving, kind of thing. And yeah, I feel like you may have felt like you're a bit stuck in the rut in the past, and like now all you want to do is just charge forward, and you want to charge forward confidently. Yeah, you want to have confidence. You're going to be tenacious. This is really about you. This movement forward isn't even maybe so much about this person. Like, yes, the Knight of Cups can be someone who's infatuated with someone, most definitely. But with the Justice card here, and also the Temperance card and the Fool card, they're all Major Arcana, and the Chariot. It's like you are quite grounded. You are making quite mature choices. Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, it's like yeah, you can be infatuated, but I feel that that's what I'm saying. I feel like you're making you're making grown up, very grounded choices, and I think you're just really excited about what's to come, and yeah, maybe that's all that needs to be said. You're just making very grounded choices. They're not high in like pie in the sky kind of ambitions. You're excited, but you're grounded at the same time, and you're not. I don't think you're gonna let anything get in your way. This, as I was saying, this is about you. This is about you and your mission, your purpose. This is not about the other person. So that's what I was saying. Sorry. Yeah, it's not about the other person so much. I think it's more about you and your journey. This is really all about you. It's really lovely. It's not about how great that other person is. It's all about what you want to experience in love. Like, I want to experience a relationship, so I'm going to go and find someone who I can do that with. Someone who is compatible, who has the right skill set, for want of a better word, that's compatible with yours. So we've got the Three of Wands as the overall outcome to July. So yeah, this does talk about success, really, to me. Small successes, yes, but I feel success nonetheless. But it's like you've achieved the first step. That's really what the Three of Wands is about. It's like you've successfully completed your first step forward, and that is to take that chance to put yourself out there, to let everyone see what you're made of, or let this person see what you're made of, or giving this person that chance, and you're now waiting to see what happens. So you were ending the month really just feeling like, I can't wait to see what happens, and you're putting the work in with the Three of Wands. You've done all that's needed to be done, i.e., taken that offer, gone on that date, or whatever. You've moved forward in terms of relationships. This could be that this could be 3 people. Again, like I said, I do see 3 knights here. So it could be that there's 3 people that you've decided to entertain or give an opportunity to, or started talking to, and you're waiting to see now who comes back, who's going to offer the first date, and taking it from there. And maybe you're being really honest about it with the Justice card and saying, look, I'm dating a few people, I'm not really committed right now, I'm just seeing who's most suitable for me. And it maybe even more so, you may just really want to have some fun, or just let loose in some way, because we do have the Fool card here. So you may want to just kind of let your hair down a bit after all this hard work and slight stagnation. So I'm going to go ahead and look to see how your partner is feeling using the Santeria deck. So how does Cancer's partner feel at the moment? Okay, so yeah, we've got the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Wands. So I feel like they feel like you're very sexy, you're very independent. The people that you're meeting, or the one particular person that you're interested in, yeah, they see you as a very powerful individual who is strong and tenacious. And I actually, when I first started to get into cards and I learned about them, I always used to think, this sounds like a Cancer woman to me. It does, and my best friend at the time was a Cancerian. My mum's a Cancer as well. But yeah, I always kind of, this person who's just powerful in her own right, in her femininity, like powerful in her feminine, like just very attractive, and warm, but also like almost like an alpha female. You know, I know there's a lot of Cancerian women out there that aren't probably the alpha female type, but when I say alpha female, I don't mean masculine female, like a masculine woman. I mean like a real feminine woman who is very powerful in her softness, in her receptivity, in her ability to be, you know, very self-contained and hold herself to high value, be immovable. And the Cancerians are very tenacious. You are immovable. Once you decided that you wanted to do something, or you feel a certain way about something, more so, less thinking, more, if you feel, you know, no one's going to shake you off that. So there's no point in trying. I've tried. My mum is immovable. So there's like, yeah, it's lovely. You've got a lovely confidence, and you do have a, you know, a strong mind. You've got a strong mind on the surface. Okay, in all fairness, yeah. Okay, on the surface, it's very strong, but it's very admirable. I know probably when you're home alone, it's very different. You might be more soft, but this person loves this strength that you have. They like the strength that you have. Again, you've got the Nine of Wands, which represents strength. They do see you as strong. They do see you as very single. They see you as someone who maybe is a little bit resistant to a relationship as well, and has your guard up. And they may see that you're just someone who's been through a lot. You know, you've had a lot of experiences. That's how they feel about you. Like, you've had a lot of experience. You bring a lot to the table. Even if they say the woman is the table, okay, that's a whole other conversation, but still, just for ease of the reading. Yeah, it's like you really hold a lot to be valued. And with the Nine of Wands here as well, I would suggest this person is not going to give up. It could be a Sagittarius that you're seeing as well. It could also be a Leo or an Aries that you're seeing. We do have more ones at the end of the reading, so it looks like it is a fire sign that you're dealing with. Probably is a Sagittarius, as I believe that you're quite compatible as well with Sagittarians. I remember my friend saying that to me. So yeah, I believe that Sagittarians is one of the fire signs you actually are compatible with, because of their sense of humor, and like you like to laugh and like things like that. So yeah, let's keep the reading going. Okay, so let's see. Let's get 2 cards for Cancerians' love interest for the past. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it was a fire sign with the Emperor card and the 7 of Cups. So this person probably, for the Emperor to experience the 7 of Cups means that they probably were pretty bowled over. Yes, this Emperor may have had many options, or a few options that they were, you know, interested in. The Emperor usually does. If they're not married, if the Emperor is Emperor and they're not married, then the world's their oyster, because they've pretty much got money, status, good looks, probably, you know, not much that you can really take from them. Maybe apart from that, maybe they're a bit stubborn. But an Emperor, you know, the single Emperor, they're a catch. You know, they've got everything. So yeah, it's quite possible that this person has had, you know, got or had many options. But it could also mean as well that they were quite emotionally overwhelmed by you. And that would make sense really, because you know, a Cancerian woman, again, like I said, that strong feminine energy that you do bring, that I don't think and the Emperor as well is very masculine. So it's like almost like an opposites attracts thing as well, and that might be what the Temperance card is saying as well. That you've brought some, you know, you've manifested, as they say, or you brought someone into your life that actually is very compatible with you, although you're very different, you know. But I think this person feels overwhelmed by that. They may feel kind of like someone's getting this thing of literally like being flooded with water. You know that lovely feeling that you get, like say you stand under a waterfall or have a really lovely shower, you know. It's that kind of like, oh, it's like a refreshing kind of wave of water I feel like they kind of got. That's the feeling they may have had, like very calming. So maybe their world usually is very hard, it's very gritty, you know, it's like it's all concrete buildings and competition and manliness, you know. And you came and you're just this lovely, soft, you know, angel, you know, that appears in a way that kind of maybe brings in some confusion for them, and emotional overwhelm as well. And maybe even some, yeah, confusion. They may have not known, like maybe you really threw them off and they just didn't really know how to take you. They may have been confused about also making that final decision to be with you as well. So there may have been some confusion there. However, this person currently, I mean, and if there was confusion, it may be even more so because they just had so many other people maybe that they were talking to, and maybe they find it hard to decide on someone. And that might be what the confusion was really. However, it looks like the Queen of Wands always is usually the woman that would win out, you know, that she's about winning competition. So I feel like you seem to have won out the competition, especially with the Nine of Wands as well. It's like this person's holding out for you. So let's look at the Fool card. So this is the position of hidden motivations. So what's going on with Cancerian partners? Hidden motivations. Okay, so we've got the Moon card and the Six of Cups. Okay, so again, this is the Cancer card. So, and again, it's probably one of the most, I would say, in terms of like the feminine aspect or the divine feminine, or, you know, the moon really, like, yeah, it's like the sun and the moon. Do you know what I mean? It's like this is the ultimate sort of really receptive feminine energy, not even like personality or character or archetype. It's like this, the energy of it. I think they really are wanting that. They're looking for their soulmate. They're looking for their perfect counterpart. You know, while they're quite hard, ambitious, holding the sword, constantly striving and working towards things and reaching new goals, underneath it all, they really would like to just have a bit more of an experience of that lovely water that you bring. Read that anyhow way you like. But yeah, it's like they definitely do fit. They do want. They want to have sex with you. I think definitely here. They want to get close to you. They want to be with you. Yeah, they want to get. Yeah, they want to get your clothes off. They want to experience your body. That's what I'm getting here. You know, they want to connect with you, and this talks about connection as well. It can also talk about deepening the bond as well. So they may want to deepen the bond with you and really kind of get to know you. This could, you know, this also talks about mystery. We can talk about secrets too. So I think maybe secretly this person actually really does appreciate the feminine. Hope that's not I mean, it's not a bad thing, but it might not be what you're looking for. It could be someone that and maybe has a deep appreciation for women. I do find that alpha males or very masculine males they really love like feminine women. Like they kind of crave it. It's interesting. That the more powerful, the more status a man has, the more masculine he is. It's like the more he wants a feminine kind of woman. Like they have this appreciation for it. And yeah, I think that that's what it's being said here. They just really appreciate that. And they want to strengthen the bond with you with the Six of Cups. This could also be wanting to reunite with you. But I think they're looking for their soulmate. They want their soulmate. They want someone they can connect with on a very deep level, and like a soulmate level. You know, they want to feel like they're with their best friend, I guess, or their soulmate. They're somewhere where they can just let their hair down and like not have to worry about all the worries that we worry about, you know, and just get lost in your softness, you know. Just, I wish I could find the words. But yeah, very deep, very deep emotions. You know, because if someone is working very hard and they're always kind of in the office stuff, they don't really get a chance to really get in touch with their emotions. And maybe that's what they really would like to do. It's kind of have an opportunity to get in touch with their emotions and to be with someone that, you know, can tap into those things. And I think that you are, you know, you're sensitive enough to offer that to someone. So let's see what their intentions are. Nice and easy, I like that. All right, so we've got the Ace of Wands and the King of Swords. So yeah, like what I said, this person's intention with the Ace of Wands, it always represents sex. And if you are dealing with an Emperor-like person, the likelihood is that they are quite, you know, they not really sex deprived, but they may not really have that much time for relationships, things like that. So, you know, they meet someone that they like, they may be quite wanting to be with that person. But yeah, and also that if you are dealing with someone like this, then they are very kind of in their masculine. They are going to be kind of go-getter. Sex is going to be, you know, it's just part of the masculine setup. I don't want to sound closed-minded, guys, but you know, if we're going to be honest, that's how it is. Like men are kind of led by their, you know, they're down below. So it is that way. And I think this person that you're dealing with is very masculine, so that's what their intention. They would just love to do that. That's what they want to do. They want to have sex. They want to start something new with you as well, away from the sex. Sorry, guys. They want to yeah, they would like to start something new. They're quite excited, I think, about a new beginning with you. And the King of Swords here again, so it could be a kind of an air sign that you're dealing with as well. Maybe this person's got some air in their chart, as it is the King of Swords. But I think it does also show us that this person is very intelligent. They're probably a good conversationalist. They're very clever and smart and quick thinking as well. This person's intentions would also be to devise a plan to get with you, to start something new with you. Okay. This person may also want to dominate you, as it is the King of Swords. Considering everything else that has been seen here, this person may want to kind of be dominant and call the shots, I guess, in the relationship. But ultimately, they would like to devise a plan to maybe start a conversation with you to start something new. I feel as well with the King of Swords, this person has made up their mind. They're quite decided as well, that they want to start something new with you. They want a new beginning here. They definitely want a new beginning. They want a passionate new beginning. You know, this person has been in and out. You know, maybe that's the stagnation here. If they have been in and out, they do now. Their intention is to start a new beginning with you, as the King of Swords, someone who has a plan, someone who's thinking, talking a lot to you with communication. But again, you know, this could also be read in so many ways. It's a general reading, so it could actually be this person. I don't see a player here, to be honest. I really don't. But I have to say, with the King of Swords always and with the Ace of Wands, is this person is making a plan to have sex with you. Like they're they're going to try and sweet talk you. They're going to use their mind, planning, being strategic, and also what they say, their words that they say to get you. This person's a very thinking person. They're very, very smart. It's not a warning, it's just to let you know that's what's going on. So, but I don't think it's a bad thing. Like I said, I think it's absolutely very natural for a man to do that. It's just about you as a woman, whether or not you want to do that. But, you do have the Chariot card here. So it's like you're both quite excited about moving forward. So if you did want to move forward with this person wants it too. But just know that this person, yes, they're very decided, but they're very much the thinker. So it's just something to keep in mind, okay? All right, so we've got the outcome here with the Three of Wands. So how does Cancer's partner feel as the outcome? Okay, so we've got the Hermit card at the base of the deck at the end. Not sure if that really counts here, but we've got the Hanged Man, the Two of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. Okay, so there is possibly some sort of waiting period. Possibly here with the Hanged Man, a slight waiting period. We do have this waiting here. So you do kind of maybe with the Wands as well, that something has happened, and the Judgment card as well. The relationship has kind of progressed. Again, we've got Sagittarius here. It's likely that there's a lot of people watching, a lot of Cancerians dealing with Sagittarians. So, okay, the Hanged Man is talking about, this person maybe needing to, or wanting to, or getting a new perspective on the situation. Maybe because of a commitment that's been made. I feel that in July, or this Three of Wands, and really what's happening here, this being Aries as well, I feel that maybe I'm sorry, I thought I put my phone on silent. I did put it on silent. Sorry. I put it on Do Not Disturb. There's a difference, sorry. So sorry about that for those wearing headphones. Sorry, I should put a warning at like 33 minutes. Sorry guys. Anyway, so I was going to say that I think that what could be happening here is that the relationship does actually progress, and I think it actually becomes sexual. You take this, you do take the relationship forward in that way, and it then kind of creates a commitment, or there's a commitment in the relationship that's now kind of being made, or like you guys are moving more and more closer to a commitment. And it's kind of at that point now where you are on the verge of making it an actual relationship. Now, that does sound a bit backwards, right? Usually you'd have a relationship, then you would have you consummate it after. So maybe, maybe it's a case of that's about to happen, or yeah, I feel like that's going to happen. Like, I feel like with the Judgment card, that's going to happen. This person wants to like make a decision about commitment. So it may be that this person feels like they're going to make a decision once, not once you have sex, or that sounds terrible, right? But it's like this person wants to gain a perspective. They want to see everything there is to see. This person wants clarity. They want to see it all. They want to this person, like with the King of Swords, they're quite similar to where you're coming from. Like, they're not making a decision based purely on, oh, you know, that person makes me feel good, but on a case of, you know, with the King of Swords, does this person really tick all my boxes, or does this person really offer me what I need, you know? And I think they're trying to gain that. There might be why there's a bit of a pause. You know, you might feel there's a bit of a pause. This person may want to kind of gain a perspective on the situation, weigh up the pros and cons, see what's really on offer. I think they are wanting to make a commitment here with the Two of Coins. They like, yeah, I'm ready to do this. I need clarity. I need to have it all out in the open. Usually there's naked people on this card, you know, and for me, that all it symbolizes that kind of bearing all, you know, point, I guess, when you do, I guess, when you are with someone for the first time, you know, in a relationship in that way. So yeah, it's like that's what I think happens here. Is like either everything is bared, you know, like literally, and like your partner kind of sees everything and they're able to fully see like everything that you offer, kind of thing. They make this judgment. Sounds bad, I know. Sorry, guys, but that's how it looks. Like they make some sort of judgment where they make a decision. This is Two of Pentacles. This is Two of Pentacles. Okay, so I think this person's been hurt in the past before. This person would love to have, I think this type of person's either been married before or been in like a committed relationship before where they've been completely let down, and now they kind of always like need to see proof of things before they like take any chances. Yeah. And that might be why they do kind of exercise this King of Swords energy, where they don't allow their emotions to, they're all, I guess, temporary emotions, allow them to make permanent decisions. So that's what this person's kind of doing. And I think that's why I say you guys are similar, because you're also coming from that space of, I know my emotions are pretty strong and my feelings and my intuition is usually like spot on, but I'm not going to allow purely my emotions and how I feel. And yes, intuition plays its part, but I'm not going to allow it to feel. I'm going to also allow, you know, my mind and logic and common sense to actually let me know whether or not someone's going to be a good fit for me. Sometimes our intuition will actually lead us to someone that could be more of a karmic connection, but maybe we really need to be in that connection at that point. But, you know, we can affect our karma, you know. Some people even say you can avoid karma, and like literally you can, because you can make logical decisions, say I'm not going to enter that relationship with that person because logically I know it's not going to work, even though my intuition and my feeling is saying I should be with that person, you know. So it's like you're both similar in that way. This person does like to see things before they make a commitment, you know, and it is a businessman probably that you're dealing with the Emperor card, someone who does tend to need to see some evidence or, you know, something before, you know, it's all about what they see in facts. Nothing's taken on face value with the Emperor. It's either it is or it isn't, you know. And you've got the Justice card here too, so you're both similar. You want the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth kind of thing, energy. And this person seems to be searching for that towards the end of the month. And that might be what causes the hold up, is that yes, they do feel like you've bowled them over initially and they would love to have a soulmate. And they do feel very sexually attracted to you, so like everything is fine. Like it's like you are with the Queen of Wands, almost like a dream girl. Like, you are everything. However, they're not going to allow that. They're kind of stopping and they're taking stock and looking to see what actually, okay, let me take a step back and really look at this, what's being offered to me. And I think you do make an offer. I think you do. It is you who either opens the door in some way and lets them know that they're invited in, or you actually go ahead and offer them something, you know, and then there's this waiting period, and then they're then going to make a decision. The reason why they're like this, they're like, as I said, they've been through something where they were kind of left with nothing, maybe. You know, like their heart was in it, but the other person's heart was not in it, and they just got played. And it could be someone that they had a home with, or it could just be that really the Four of Wands is saying that they really, really love to be in a committed relationship. They're ready for that. We've got the Knight of Wands here as well. So this does talk about someone who is non-committed, but I think this is talking about this person's past. And I did say, well, why is this person in this energy? And this is what I got. So I think it's saying that maybe in the past, because I do actually see the Emperor card as someone who can be a playboy. Like I said, if this person is single, they pretty much can have a whole load of different women that they want. So it's like money and objects. It's like they can do anything, kind of thing. And they have a certain amount of power, so they may act like the Knight of Wands, just literally doing whatever the hell they like, following their heart, feeding their ego. It's just all about them, and then having fun and satisfying their desires and their passions, and that's it, and not really thinking about consequences and just having fun. It could also mean that this person is coming towards you quite quickly with this kind of energy, with this quite sexual, passionate, desiring kind of energy, but also quite exciting. Sorry, one moment, I think that's my Cancerian mum. Hey guys, yeah, that was my hey guys, sorry, yeah, I think I pressed pause twice. That was my mum. I'm gonna have to go, but I'm going to continue the reading on the extended version. All the links will be down below. I'll see you there. All right, bye.